Alright, I'm asking the cards. Um, if Henry is still taking Natalie to the public eye for PR. It's already telling me Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, the Lover's Reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. So they're basically saying she's not an ideal person for this, right? She's not an ideal lover or an ideal person to present to the public. And the communication is that he's walking away from her. But we need to find out if he's actually getting rid of her, or is he just straight up like lying about it. Clarify if Henry's getting rid of Natalie. Okay, so it says that he's manipulating something here. And he's being indifferent to her. Four of Cups. And then Ace of Cups is a yes answer. We see Aces upright as yes. And Aces reverse as no. So supposedly he's getting rid of Natalie, right? And we can see her interest is a little stronger in him. He's refusing to open. I just want to know what the fuck he's doing, because he seems to be... Okay, clarify what... Why is Henry acting a certain way about things? Why is Henry acting a certain way around this stuff? Why doesn't he just come out to the public? Okay, it says the Sun reversed, so he's suppressing what he's doing with all this energy. Why is he suppressing it? You got the Fool. King of Pentacles reversed. The Six of Wands upright and the Nine of Wands reversed. Well, they're basically saying he's suppressing it because there's some like short-term thing or opportunity or something. It's almost like he's trying to keep positivity around or something. This jubilant with the Fool. He's trying to be in this lighter energy. And then it says King of Pentacles reversed. So he's actually insecure. He doesn't feel too stable yet around this stuff. And then it says that he's insecure about this Knight of Wands. So the actions that will happen impulsively. Okay. And then the Nine of Wands. I guess it's while he's trying to uproot the situation. So maybe he's just worried about her jumping into action. Is Henry Cavill texting Amy Denton about everything? Or is he straight up like keeping things from Amy? Clarify if Henry is keeping... Let's ask it two separate questions. Is Henry Cavill keeping certain things from Amy deliberately? I want to know if Henry is deliberately trying to keep Amy out of the know. Is Henry being secretive around Amy Denton on purpose? Is Henry being secretive deliberately to Amy Denton? Yes or no? Clarify if Henry is trying to keep information away from Amy Denton. Yes or no? Okay, the Tower reversed. Ace of Swords first. Hold on, let me show y'all the cards that just came out. All the cards. Okay, so it says, sorry, these are in the way here. Let's push these up, actually. And they're sliding. So they're basically saying that he's trying to give me information. The Knight of Cups is like trying to do something honorable. Serving information, giving information in a cup or a message. And then there's the Nine of Pentacles, so investment. And the Strength reversed. So they're saying that he's not trying to control information around me or trying to prevent information from getting to me. It seems, if anything, it seems like he's investing into giving me information. And then it's just like the Hierophant is like being equal or being serious, committed. And then the Star reverse is like his wish isn't to deceive, or like the wish isn't to, like when I asked if he's lying to me, actually just make him very upset or unhappy, dissatisfied, discontent. In other words, he's not gloating off of fucking keeping information from me. The Tower reversed. They're saying that he doesn't want this blow up. He doesn't want a tower with me. And they're saying no, he's not being deceiving. Or no, that he's not trying to keep information from me. they're actually trying, I think it's the PR team that's trying to keep Henry out of the know what they're going to do with his stuff so that he doesn't tell me. So, I mean, that makes sense to me because I know that the PR teams are working for Natalie's shit show anyways, and then there's a PR team that wants to help Henry get out of there. And I know for a fact these girls that are helping Natalie, who are part of her PR team, are most likely trying to keep it on low tabs of what they're actually planning on posting and stuff. And I know there have been times in the past Henry hasn't known for sure what's going to be posted. Like, I know there was a couple of times where he actually knew a post was coming, and then he didn't know what day it was going to post because they kept trying to keep it from him. But he told me it could only be either one this day or that day. It's like there are times where they don't tell him shit. Maybe he knows the context of the post. Maybe he knows what pictures are going to be posted. But there are times where he doesn't know when exactly because they're the ones controlling when it is posted. So, I think these girls that are working for Natalie's PR team are attempting to keep this information from Henry so that Henry can't tell me what's happening. And I feel like that's what's actually happening at times. But he definitely, it says the Knight of Cups, he wants to give information. So, now let's ask if Henry is still taking Natalie to do more PR shit, or is she getting dropped altogether? It's gonna be news. I mean, there's gonna be news somehow, some way. Knight of Swords came out. News about injustice. Justice reversed. The illusions are coming down around Natalie being Empress reversed, so she's basically getting exposed for being an Empress reversed, is what they're telling me. So there is going to be news or messages about Natalie committing an injustice or something illegal. It shows here Eight of Swords reverse, Empress reverse. So her illusions come down, and then we have the Death. So there's some kind of ending taking place. The challenge is the Three of Swords. So the betrayal is a challenge. And then we have the Two of Pentacles reversed, and then Eight of Pentacles. So I don't think Henry is attempting to juggle Natalie because he's trying to focus on his work. Eight of Pentacles, making money and avoiding disappointments. Like, he is attempting to get away from her. I think that her illusions, everything she's been doing that's illegal is being revealed. And then she's going through a total ending, a total death. And then Three of Swords crossing. So the challenge is her scheming to betray him. It's still a problem right now. This betrayal energy is still presently a challenge, a problem. So he's choosing not to juggle while he's working on making money. So, and then Five of Cups reversed. So she seems to be attempting to keep herself present, but I think that Henry's actually going the other way, the other direction. And he's not exactly upset about walking away from her, so, or not working with her. Clarify if Henry's still got Natalie in the mix still or not. Is Natalie still involved in Henry's stuff or no? Does Henry still have Natalie in the mix? Yes or no? Okay, so they're basically saying that he's not taking action right now because she's over here scheming around the rumor mills, the community communications. Seven of Swords, she's still tiptoeing around trying to take off with things, using the community and the rumor mill. So that's why he hasn't been in action mode at all. Then it says that if anything, he's arguing. I mean, there seems to be kind of an argument or a battle. And he's blocking something here. So he's trying to block out something that she's doing. And he is setting his boundaries. King of Swords. What's interesting is that he has one messenger. And then we have the Five of Wands. We got the whole battle and argument between multiple parties. So while people are sitting here arguing, bickering, fighting, he only has one person that he's using. Or one person that he's telling things to. And it literally says, Ten of Wands, this conflict is a burden and is affecting his image negatively. So the Emperor reverse is his reputation. So I think that there's a battle, or probably a legal battle, going on shit with the community and the rumors. And then there's the legal shit, and then there's the problem with his image. So she's become a burden to his image. And the High Priestess reverse is saying that this is not seen. This is stuff that's not being witnessed by the public. So, yeah. It seems like she's not technically being allowed to participate. It's almost like she's scheming to keep herself relevant in this mix. So, and then I see Henry fighting legally to get her out of his shit, because she's obviously harming his image. And so yeah, that's what's happening. Does Henry plan on making Amy Denton his public girlfriend anytime soon? shows the Two of Wands. He's taking steps in that direction. It says, got the Sun, Seven of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So he is taking steps in that direction. His soul, the purpose of this step in that direction is to bring liberation, renewal. And it also says Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers. So he would like to harvest a full union with me. So he would like to have me in the public eye. So I think that he would like to very much include me in his PR stunts, I guess you can say. Two of Wands, I always see those as the PR stunts for his readings. I think that he would like to do this very much. And it says that he's trying to take steps in that direction. It seems like there's a wait with the Seven of Pentacles, but there's the harvest at the end of the wait. So I think that there's just we're just waiting for the harvest of the Lovers. Let's ask what's happening next with the PR stuff. Eight of Wands reversed. Okay, they're saying that there's a hardship with the encouragement around the false rumors about his legacy, right? So, he's choosing not to communicate anything. So he's actually choosing silence mode because he's having such a hardship with the bad rumors about this. This is most likely Natalie trying to make it seem like Henry's a father, this and that. And then just this bullshit being encouraged through the stands in the form of bad rumors. So, he's choosing not to communicate. Clarify if this Ten of Pentacles is an illusion, so we can see it in the cards. Clarify this Ten of Pentacles. I got Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So he's very stressed out about this particular thing because it's causing him stress. Like, he's defending himself. He's standing his ground against this Ten of Pentacles. So this legacy that Natalie's trying to push, or, you know, her trying to pretend like he has a daughter and this and that, using her stands to insinuate and encourage this. They're saying that this is not true. Like, they're saying that the rumors about this legacy aren't true, so he doesn't have any children. And if anything, he's fighting against this. Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, it stresses him out. It's almost like a defense going on here. He's trying to defend himself against what other people are trying to push. So, this is not him pushing it. It's obviously her pushing it. And it's showing here, Two of Pentacles. He's juggling isolation, or isolating his, in his audiences because of this. So this is why he's been in quiet mode. Because he's technically fighting against what she's trying to push. Yeah, the Hanged Man, reversed, Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, Five of Swords. So, he's trying to free himself out of a situation with this. And she's trying to fuck him over with it. So, there's two agendas here. Henry's trying to get out of there. And then she's trying to fuck him over with this legacy shit. So, just keep that in mind. That's what she's up to with this shit. So, I don't think there's going to be any real communications or anything about what's going on, because he's trying to, if anything, refrain from communicating or doing anything that helps her. He is going to display something here. Chariot. He will display that he's traveling. This is most likely due to his film for his opportunity here. For the Highlander, I think. There'll be hints dropped. Six of Pentacles. Two of Wands. I think, guys, you guys will see him traveling for sure for this Highlander stuff. Or you'll hear about it, or there'll be suggestions or information dropped, tidbits of information dropped. Knight of Swords, and then there will be most likely newsletters and stuff like that talking about Henry filming. So obviously expect that to take place. Is there anything else? Let me make sure I'm almost done here. I gotta go to work here soon. Is there anything else that's going to be displayed to the public? Okay. They're saying to expect Natalie to be in defense mode online about everything because it's saying they're going to try to discourage the fact that Henry's actually shutting down on Natalie. It seems like Henry isn't closed off to Natalie or closing off to her. It literally shows you Henry not being non-responsive to Natalie and her not wanting to encourage the fact that this is happening. So she'll be in defense mode online about that particularly. And it's because she is getting fucked over by the swords. It also says that she will definitely put communications out that criticizes a Queen of Cups, divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it, and trying to insinuate that Henry isn't committing himself to a Queen of Cups. So just be aware that she's trying to put swords in his back in the form of communication, and it's about this divine feminine. She's gonna try to say, "Oh, Henry's not with her. Henry's not committing himself to her. Blah 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 blah." That's all we're gonna hear. She's gonna try to convince people that's what Henry's doing, even though the cards are showing that he's shutting down Natalie and actually refraining from communicating because he doesn't want Natalie to get any free publicity around her fucking lies. So he's actually shutting down Natalie's bullshit by not communicating to the public. And then she's gonna try to make it seem like, oh no, everything's fine with the Henry and Natalie, blah blah blah. He's not doing anything for his divine counterpart, blah blah blah. You know, she's like twisting it around to fit her narrative that she wants to keep people believing. So just be mindful. There is legal issues going on. There's a legal battle going on. A legal tower, it says. The Hierophant and the tower. Which tells me that there is a legal battle going on behind the scenes. And she's actually in defense mode because of this. Damn, I just had it. It was in my hand. It was the one I was about to drop. I was about to put down on the... There it is. I was like, I lost it for a second. It fell, and then I picked up the deck, and then I forgot where I had it. Okay, so we have the Hierophant and the tower. So there is a legal battle going on behind the scenes. And Henry is being unreliable to Natalie on purpose. King of Pentacles reversed, King of Swords reversed. He's not communicating things. He's not being clear on what's happening. He's doing that on purpose. Yeah, he's lying. He's probably telling Natalie stuff that's not exactly 100% true. Like, just to keep her blocked. Yeah, they keep confirming she's getting fucked over, being betrayed. Have a sword, so he's probably telling her stuff that she thinks, like, he's probably telling her stuff that actually is not exactly true. And, he's just keeping her blocked. I guess she's less of a headache when she thinks she's getting her way with everything, so. But he is cutting her out. Two of Swords. King of Cups reversed. Ten of Swords. I mean, she doesn't exactly trust everything he's saying. So, or she's probably feeling like she needs to protect herself. And, because Henry's not being emotionally, open. It's almost like he's being manipulative, or he's doing something that makes her feel insecure. And then she's putting swords in his back because of that. So she's trying to make things up, make up stories, criticize him online because she's upset or feeling defensive because he's obviously not telling her shit. You know, he's told her nothing. It's almost like he's lying, he's telling her something that's a lie, and then he's like blocking her off. So she's not even getting information from him that's valid or reliable. And the Seven of Wands, if anything, he's fighting against her. He's tired of, like he's tired of her, tactics, her little antics. So he's over here trying to, like, battle against her and just, like, defend himself where he's standing. He is battling for an ending, so it confirms that she is going to be cut off. Henry isn't holding any love in his cup for her at all. King of Cups reversed, and then the Page of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Online, it may appear that he's been generous to her, or he may be dropping hints online that he's turning her down, rejecting her. Page of Cups reversed. So, I mean, it's going to be apparent to other people that this is what's happening. Natalie is getting fucked over. And then there's suppression. So everything he's doing is lighthearted. He is in some way suppressing her while he's doing his business. While he's out and about doing his thing. So she is not getting any kind of real assistance. Knight of Wands. So she's leaping into action, it says. Since all this is happening, hold on, let me show you the cards. What are these? Okay, sorry guys. He doesn't support her. She's criticizing him, feeling defensive, but he is cutting her off. It says that he is dropping hints online about rejecting her. He is suppressing her while he's out and about doing his thing because it's his way of battling her, battling against what she's doing. It does say here that there is energy of her jumping into action to try and change this by committing herself to her illusions and by lying continuously, by misleading people with her communications around her illusions. So she is trying to take action to try to help herself by committing to her illusions. But the problem is Henry is obviously not helping her in any way, really. And if anything, it's being insinuated that he's rejecting her. So it's apparent that Natalie's lying and then trying to commit to her own illusions. that she's fabricated. So it will look exactly like that to the public. They're saying nothing sails into a calmer direction online. Henry is choosing not to be generous to her. He's manipulating stuff so that he can uproot the situation. So, he's working against her, is what they're saying. Online, she's criticizing him for this because she's aware that she's not exactly being helped. So she's trying to fight against this by putting more criticism in Henry's back. While he's out working, doing his thing with his jobs. So, she's still trying to fight for control over what people believe. So just be aware. If there's anything, any kind of rumor, any gossip going on, incessantly understand that's Natalie. And let me just put it in perspective, because I know she loves to deny it's herself. She loves to pretend that she's got the support of other people believing it's not her. But the problem is, Natalie is the only one that is concerned about keeping herself relevant. All right? Her one goal and destination in her mind is to keep herself a part of Henry's stuff, to keep herself talked about, to keep herself getting attention. So if there's any kind of gossip or any kind of rumors, any kind of generated tea on the internet, understand where it's coming from. It's not coming from just some random bitch who is obsessed with Henry. It's coming from somebody that wants the attention, that wants to be talked about, that wants to continue pressing forward despite her illusions being exposed. The cards have already told you guys what she's trying to do. She's still trying to commit herself to her lies, her illusions. She's going to continue communicating online, fighting and defending her stance on this energy. So if you see anyone incessantly coming out on the internet talking about Natalie this, Natalie that, even if it's negative, understand that this is Natalie herself trying to keep herself present and relevant. She's trying to keep herself a part of the situation. We've already gotten to the point where we know what's going on, right? We understand completely that Natalie is straight up lying, has been for some time now. Faked a pregnancy, is using infants that aren't hers to continue her lies. I already told you guys she was going to do all this. And then she started doing it. So you could either take my word for it, or you're going to keep buying into the manipulative versions of what I've already told you that Jane Cuppa and other people are trying to spout on the internet. I'm literally telling you right here, right now, what she's doing, what she's going to do, continue doing, what Henry's doing specifically. So if I just take my word for it, because I don't have a reason to lie about it. Natalie, however, has a reason to be lying about all of her shit. She wants to keep herself posted. She wants to keep herself relevant and a part of this whole scheme. She wants to keep herself misimportant. She thinks she's somebody if she's talked about, good or bad. It's publicity to her. So understand, from their point of view, being talked about negatively is publicity. So we got a page like Jane Cuppa sitting here talking about Natalie this, Natalie that. Understand, that is Natalie's PR team generating it. There is no doubt in my mind about that. I don't care what they say. I don't care if they make it seem like they're exposing Natalie. Once upon a time, Miss Jane Cuppa T page over here said that there was a real child, and that Natalie actually forced Henry into intercourse one crazy drunken night, right? That's what she said that she got from Henry's in-laws or the inner circle of sources. She kept trying to insinuate that she had this top secret information from a part of Henry's circle that, oh, Natalie forced Henry to have sex with her and then turn around and try to pin a child on him. Like, you guys should know right now. I mean, back then I told you there was no child from either Natalie or Henry. I told you guys that. But Jane Cuppa insisted that Natalie did have a child, right? Remember this. But now she's changed her stance. She suddenly changed her little T and is now twisting it and trying to pretend like she didn't just used to say some shit that is completely opposite. She's trying to make it seem like she never said anything like that. And then she says, oh, it's allegedly or this and that. This is her little gray zone that she resorts to. She said to take it with a grain of salt. Like, bitch, you were trying to tell everybody that Natalie had a real child. But it's just not Henry's. Now, all of a sudden, you're helping to prove that Natalie doesn't actually have a child. Because, you know, deep down, everyone fucking knows it now. And no one's going to buy her T-page if she doesn't adopt what people already know to be true. So just understand that. Like, she's trying to shift her stance or her position in this story because her little agenda didn't work. So understand that she is 100% fucking trying to twist and change her stance and then still pretend like she's against herself. Okay? So, yeah, she's going to continue doing this through the T-pages, gossip forums, wherever she can get that free publicity, good or bad, she's going to keep pushing it. So understand that that's what's happening. And there will be news that's released that she can't really argue over, they're saying. So there will be stuff that's happening that she won't be able to kind of argue about. And then Henry's going to be out and about doing his thing, making money. So she'll be a little defensive online and ready to criticize. Henry is, in fact, manipulating to get up out of there, uproot the situation. He's not being so generous, and he's not, and her situation is not going into a calmer direction. I don't care what these people say about me. Y'all should be taking my word for it, regardless. These people, you know, these people are trying to keep me quiet because I've been telling y'all. I've been telling y'all everything. And I don't have a reason to hold back. I don't fucking filter anything. And then her little childish little banter on the fucking T-page. Oh, Amy didn't do this and that for the challenge. Like, bitch, I don't need to participate with your challenge. You don't run the show here, okay, bitch? I know she thinks she does. She thinks that her word is golden compared to mine. She honestly thinks so, but she forgets that what she used to say isn't adding up. Jane Cuppa's T-page isn't exactly being honest with everybody. She's definitely lying. And I want to tell y'all that she is straight up lying for Natalie. Because she is. This woman is a part of the fucking PR group. Why do you think she posts? Why do you think she's doing all of it? Because it's a fucking way for her to get paid. Natalie was trying to use what's already out there and try to, like, steer the boat into a different direction using the T-page. She thought if she could do this mind manipulation shit, like agreeing with the collective opinion and then turning it and then trying to insinuate and suggest something new and other or different, more aligned to her agenda or illusions, she thought she could direct you all to believe her version of the story through Jane Cuppa's identity. So this is her little manipulation. She thinks she's the mastermind of manipulation and mind control. She honestly thinks so. And this is what she thought she could do, is initially agree with you guys and then turn it around and direct it into a different direction. And then she's also trying to do that in a way to convince you guys that I'm not telling the truth. Which is why Jane Cuppa keeps trying to deny my shit. Notice the one thing about Jane Cup of Tea page is that despite everything I've released, that I've told people before any evidence came out, she still to this day will not credit me, will not point out that I knew what I knew. She still will fucking deny the fact that I told you guys before any of it came out publicly. She pretends. It's almost like she's got the blindfold on. She pretends like I never said a thing about anything. And that right there, I'm going to tell you right now, was Natalie's bullshit reaction to me. She loves to deny me. She loves to pretend like I never was out there speaking the truth and telling people like it is. She loves to pretend like the credit doesn't even go to me. She tries to turn it around or turn it into a different direction. Give the credit to Annie, give the credit to this person, that person. Like anybody else but me. She avoids me like the Black Plague. And I'm going to tell you why. Because she knows that if she even helps people believe me, she knows that it will be over for her. That's not her agenda with the T page. Her agenda is to direct people away from me, to direct people away from believing me. And that's her main goal with that T page. She wants to smear me. She wants to make sure people don't believe me and is making up all kinds of shit about me and then trying to pretend like I never told y'all anything before any of it came out. Are you honestly surprised that she didn't have a child actually after all? Are you honestly surprised that Natalie borrowed her cousin's child to fucking present to the public as her Belle Cavill? Are you fucking surprised? Because I remember telling y'all on YouTube, Natalie doesn't have a child. While everyone else is like, no, Natalie was this and that. Natalie had pregnancy, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Natalie forced Henry to have sex with her while he was under the influence, and then she tried to pin a child on him. Y'all insisted that she had a child, and I fucking told y'all she never gave birth to one. She never even had one. Henry doesn't have a child either. There's no birth certificate for either adult in this scenario here. They do not have a child. And I've been fucking saying that, but Miss Jane Cuppa over here trying to twist the tea around, make it seem like I didn't tell y'all that. Understand that Miss Jane Cuppa is lying to y'all. So believe me, take my word for it. Are you surprised everything I told y'all was going to happen is happening? Out of everything that y'all should be paying attention to, you should be paying attention to what I'm telling y'all. And stop believing the bullshit she's trying to twist around on her T page through Anons. She's fucking lying. Her credibility is already crap. She's fucking said some shit first initially. Now she's changed her fucking stance on it. Like, she doesn't get to pretend like she never said certain things. So, yeah, and she doesn't get to pretend that she runs this fucking shit show. She really doesn't. Anyways, I have to go to work. But thanks for watching my reading. Thanks, guys.